Welcome back, listeners. I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. In today's episode, I wanted to speak about how pain is a part of you, which leads to accountability and acceptance. And the reason I say that is because I often hear that people say, or a famous quote even is, pain is a part of life. And for me, I don't feel that it's just a part of life because that makes me feel as though pain is just something, it's just an experience. And for me, it's far more than that. Because for pain to be a part of life, that's saying, okay, you're going to feel pain if you're sick. You're going to feel pain physically if you fall down, you break an arm, you love and then lost, or you lost a loved one, right? You're going to experience that pain. You're going to feel that pain. But pain is actually a part of you, right? We can easily experience a vacation, right? Because it's temporary. We're going to have an experience when we go on vacation, right? That's a part of my life, right? That's still being a part of my life. However, pain is something that sticks with you because you definitely are going to remember it, and it becomes a part of you. Yet your pain becomes your home. But then it's the simple fact that we unknowingly measure pain when we feel it. It's something that we try to stuff down and experience silently, right? We like to internalize our pain, but yet we measure our pain when others want to help. We feel, oh, well, you'll never understand. You haven't been through what I've been through, right? It's like we immediately start projecting and we start assuming that no one's ever going to understand, or your pain is never going to equal up to my pain because you didn't go through this like I went through this. It's why are we measuring pain, right? We often try to avoid it. We run away from it. It becomes, we ourselves turn it into a fear because it's something that we don't want to bring up. We don't want it to come to surface. We just want to stuff that pain down. And I don't want people to feel or to be vulnerable and know. And no, I'm not saying that we have to wear our hearts on our sleeves, but it is easier to accept that pain as a part of who we are now. This is a part of who I am. That pain that you once felt before, it caused you to have trust issues, right? That pain is now a part of you. We can't sit and some of us may, I know in the past I have, prayed to God. If I'm sitting at home praying to God saying, oh God, I'm ready to be a wife again. But yet I'm out here experiencing and having fun, not having fun sexually, but having fun as in, oh, I just need something to kind of keep my mind off of being lonely or whatever the case may be, right? If I go out and do that, which that was what I was doing for a while, I was still praying to God behind closed doors when I went home, telling him that, hey, God, I'm ready to be married again. But then when somebody calls me and they say that this, hey, let's go hang out, let's go do this, let's go, have a drink or go to, just to hang out. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, we'll do that. But if I know deep down my intentions, if it's not just strictly platonic and it's just a friend, that's one thing. That's just really hanging out with a friend. But if it's hanging out with someone that I know good and well likes me and would probably want more than that with me, I'm causing this person pain. And it took me forever to realize that that was what I was doing, right? Because without accepting the pain as a part of me, I was always in a position of asking God, why? Why me? Why do I keep running into guys who only want to have sex with me? Why do I keep running into people who are just not serious. Nobody's being serious anymore. It's just, this is just the world we live in. No one wants what I want. But it was, in reality, it's because I wasn't accepting, I wasn't taking accountability of the actions that I was doing. Right? If I'm going home and I'm praying to God, saying, God, hey, I'm ready to be married again. I want to be a wife. I'm looking for a husband. But yet I'm still heeding to all these things that I say, that I'm telling God that I don't want a part of anymore. I'm now putting this person in a position of a placeholder to kind of hold me over, or to fill a void, just so I don't feel down, just so I don't feel lonely. And how fair was that to that person? Or is that to that person if you're in that position right now? Right? I had to take accountability of my actions, of my wrongdoing. And then through that accountability, I was able to accept why I was in the situation that I was in. That's when God called me to isolation, and I've been in I'm still currently in isolation, right? And we think that isolation is so bad, but there is so much deep introspection that I have gained while being in isolation that I am truly, truly thankful for. And it's sometimes it's hard to look at how we can be thankful for the negative. Even when we lose a loved one, and that pain that we experience from the death of a loved one, it hurts, right? But it hurts because of those memories. Those memories that you're wanting to hold on, you're wanting to hold on to that person because they became a part of your life. They became a part of you. But we get to the point where it's like, God, I have to still be able to thank you for that time with that person. And when we find the good inside of the bad, we're able to locate acceptance. And I think that's where a lot of us, it's hard to finally get to that point of acceptance. A lot of us, we stay in the bargaining, the anger, and denial because we're just blinded by what, I don't know if it's necessarily by what we don't see or if it's just by what we don't want to see. We like to look outward for the blame, right? It's one of the hardest things to do is to look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and see, what have I been doing wrong? Right? If there's someone that I was speaking to that was saying something similar, was saying, I want to be married. But are you carrying yourself as marriage material? What exactly are you looking for? What exactly are you doing? Are you being a husband or a wife right now? Are you holding yourself as that? Are you still entertaining relations or relationships that aren't going to go anywhere? You know good and well that they're temporary. Are you only looking for a placeholder? What exactly are you just trying to fill a void? We have to start asking ourselves those questions. And like I was saying earlier, so many of us want to hide our pain, or we want to run from it, or some of us may even become ashamed of our pain. But sometimes the biggest mystery in life is self-discovery. But embracing the pain is what makes ourselves known. Right? The one thing about pain, again, is that it's often measured. We choose to internalize, and we deny. When we deny someone who is maybe trying to help, right? Before we just immediately shut them down. When we do that, we're prolonging our own suffering. For me, I see the reality is that there's still beauty in pain. Every single person in this world has and will feel pain that will still never add up to the pain that Jesus bore for all of us. Every single person in this entire world, all of our pain put together will still never be as much. All the hatred that some people may have for you, or you feel that some people may have for you, and that hatred or feeling that way, it causes pain as well. But you have to remember that it's Jesus who they hated first. But his pain is also what laid this solid foundation. As I always say, is, even if people feel that they don't believe in God, they don't believe in Jesus, right? You know something about his name. And that's why this foundation is so solid. And I don't know, his pain, not only do we all share it, it is he that is in us, that he is able to give us the strength that he pulls from that very pain that we're feeling to keep us going, and so that we don't give up. When they say that he is closest to the brokenhearted, that's one of the reasons I feel that he is closest to the brokenhearted. That's when we're closest to him. That's when we need him the most, so we don't just completely just crumble into nothing, especially when the enemy is trying to crush our souls. The enemy doesn't want us to know that there's always a way out, and that way out is through God, right? It's Christ who strengthens us. And like I said before, it's not about wearing your heart on your shoulder and being vulnerable with every single person that you come in contact with, right? But it is a part of just not trying to measure it and look at everyone else, because I still feel that all the pain that Jesus bore for us being on that cross, that's what connects all of us together, because God, he sacrificed his son for all of us. That saying of everything that glitters, it isn't gold, but everything that is his, it glitters like gold, right? We're golden. We're his chosen. He chose us. He chose to sacrifice his son for us. And then Jesus bore all that pain for us. So pain shouldn't be something that we run from. That shouldn't be something that we're ashamed of because we did wrong or someone did us wrong. We have to also, again, look in the mirror. Am I doing someone else wrong? Am I doing someone else the same exact way? Even if it's different, am I trying to justify the difference? Or am I going to accept, okay, I guess I might be wrong too? Allow the pain to become a part of you. Don't allow it to just be an experience. Even though it hurts, your pain is what becomes you. That's how you know when you're able to bear yourself. We always, again, we tend to look outward and we want acceptance. We want people to like us. But ask yourself, check in with yourself, check your inventory. Do you like yourself? And then tell yourself what it is that you like about yourself. The pain that you have felt or that you're feeling, even if you're feeling any pain today, what I often say is record yourself. Listen to it the next day, the next week, even the next hour. Replay it and see if you find yourself comforting yourself. Why are you feeling that way? Take the time to work on yourself. Take the time to accept the pain and accept what you have gone through, what you've been through, what you have had to endure, and let it become you and stop running away from it. But again, that's all I have for you. Again, I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. Everyone stay blessed. Again, I'm your host, Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. If you're navigating grief, toxic relationships, trauma, financial pressure, or the slow work of rebuilding after setback piled upon setback, this channel is for you. Our community now spans 118 countries, proof that real stories travel and that healing accelerates when we carry one another. Share your story, lend your voice, and let grace turn pain into purpose. Book your podcast in the link below and share your story. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good evening, and good night. Stay blessed.